Title: The Hunter and the Spirit Bride. In the lush highlands of Oke-Ije, where thick mists curled through ancient trees and the rivers carried the voices of ancestors, lived a hunter named Dalu. He was known across the land, not for his strength alone, but for his silence. Dalu never spoke more than was needed. His arrows were as sharp as his eyes, and his heart, many believed, was buried beneath the forest floor, untouched by love or sorrow. But all of that changed one morning when he spotted a rare white antelope grazing alone on the edge of the sacred grove. They said only spirits followed such a creature. The elders warned, "If you chase what belongs to the gods, you will walk a path that has no return." But curiosity, stronger than fear, pulled Dalu forward. He stalked the antelope deep into the forbidden forest where sunlight turned silver and the air sang with whispers. Suddenly, the antelope disappeared behind a curtain of vines, and in its place stood a woman, her feet bare, her eyes glowing faintly in the dim green light. Her skin shimmered like water under moonlight, and her voice, when she spoke, was calm and ancient. "You followed what was never yours to find," she said. "And now you must pay the price." Dalu raised his bow, then slowly lowered it. "I didn't know," he said, voice low. The woman tilted her head. "Then you shall be given a choice. Return for 7 nights. Each night, I will tell you a piece of my name. If you learn it by the 7th night, I will walk into the world of men and be your bride. But if you fail, you will forget me forever, and your heart will ache for something you cannot name." Despite the warnings echoing in his head, Dalu agreed. Night 1. The river's edge. He returned to the same place, and she was waiting, this time in a gown woven from leaves and starlight. They sat beside the river, where she told him a story of the moon's first tears and gave him the first part of her name, Nnenachama. Night 2. The story of fire. She told him how she once danced with flames and turned into mist to escape a jealous spirit. She revealed the second syllable, Eni. Night 3 to 6. Songs and secrets. Each night, the forest opened more to him. Owls watched silently. The trees whispered in rhythm. Dalu stopped hunting. He spoke. He laughed. He listened. Nnenachama. He had 6 syllables. Only one remained. Night 7. The storm. As he approached the grove, the trees groaned. A great wind rose. The sky blackened, and lightning danced between branches. The jealous forest spirit, once in love with Nnenachama, had been watching. "You cannot take her," it bellowed, shaking the earth. "She belongs to us." Dalu shouted her name, Nnenachama, but the wind tore it from his lips. Vines grabbed his arms. The spirit hurled him from the grove. He awoke the next day, alone on the edge of the forest. Her name, her face gone. Only a dull ache remained in his chest. Years passed. Dalu grew older. He stopped hunting. He took to walking, always near the forest, always listening. At night, he would dream of laughter beside the river, of eyes like stars, of a love forgotten but never lost. The villagers called him mad. But then came a night, a full moon unlike any other. The river shimmered silver, and the wind whispered her name, Nnenachama. He followed the sound to the grove, heart pounding. And there she stood, not a day older, glowing in moonlight. "You remembered," she said softly. "I never truly forgot," he whispered. The blessing. The jealous spirit, watching from the shadows, felt the weight of time. It wept a single tear into the earth, and the curse broke. Nnenachama stepped from the grove, into Dalu's world. They were married under the great Iroko tree, with no feast or drums, only silence, soft wind, and the scent of wildflowers. And from that day on, they guarded the boundary between the world of men and spirits, reminding all who would listen. Love born in truth walks even through curses, storms, and silence.